Hey, my loves, welcome back to the channel. I hope you and yours are doing great. Now, if it's your first time being here, welcome. My name is Kiki, and on my channel, I love to talk about fragrances within my collection and also share some fragrance education. Now, today's video is a fun one because it's a tag video. I was kindly tagged by two of my favorite fragrance girlies here on YouTube. Bella of Bella's Perfumes Diaries and Oma of Oma OG to share my most scented fragrances so far. Now, I tell you that it's pretty tricky because I have over 200 fragrance bottles, but I was able to distill it down to five. Now, these five represent the four seasons and one that I wear year round. So, if you'd like to know what these five fragrances are, why don't you get settled? Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let's get into the video. So I'll start at the top of the year, which is springtime, and a fragrance that I wore a lot, literally so much that I almost finished my bottle, is Classic Essence by Jean Paul Gaultier. I think I got into this fragrance so late, but once I did, it was game over for me. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. Classic Essence by Jean Paul Gaultier is just an addictive, intoxicating fragrance. It focuses on, orange, but here it's like candied orange with whipped cream, vanilla, some jasmine flowers. This is literally a floral gourmand fragrance, if I can put it that way, because the jasmine here is sweet, it's candy like. The orange here is also sweet and candy like. There is just something very thick about it and rich about it and fluffy, and I'll attribute that to the whipped cream. This is so sexy. There's something very sensual about it, something very elegant about it. Honestly, this fragrance, I love to call it me in a bottle, especially in springtime, because it's my happy place. It's my comfort place. It's my sensual place. Like it embodies all the characteristics that I tend to have sometimes. And it's just a delight to have. This fragrance has a huge scent trail. It is a compliment magnet. Like it's impossible to wear this and not get a compliment. I don't know. It's a great one to have. I can go on and on and on about this. This, of course, is in my top 10 for life. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, please do. But this is one that I wore a lot, and it was actually my signature scent for springtime. It is Classic Essence by Jean Paul Gaultier. Now, in summertime, you just couldn't tell me nothing because I always had to have this fragrance on me. I'm talking about Ingenious Ginger by Goldfield and Banks. This is such a refreshing fragrance that I remember in summertime, to me, this just felt like a tall glass of cold, sparkling water mixed with cold ginger ale beer. Together as a drink, cold in itself is what Engineer's Ginger represents to me, because that refreshing, cool aspect that you need in summertime was represented or is in this fragrance. There's just something about it that once you wear it, it lifts up your mood. You cannot be in a bad mood while wearing Engineer's Ginger. There's just something about it that I just cannot pinpoint. It is such a special fragrance. It also has a zesty feel to it as well at the opening, and that's because of the lemons, the bergamot, the oranges here. They work well together with the ginger. Now, talking about ginger, I love how it's done in here, and I also appreciate the name. So, typically with ginger-based fragrances, right, you expect something sort of intense and overtly spicy, but that's not the case here. The ginger is softer, it's lighter, it's more approachable, it works well with the other notes. It's not front and center, but you know it's there, it's present, and it's so, so beautiful. Then it dries into a very vanillic, sort of powdery vanilla that is so enjoyable, absolutely delicious. Clearly, why I enjoyed it in summertime, and I just can't wait for the weather to get hot again so I can pick this up and wear it a lot. This is Ingenious Ginger, my most scented fragrance in summertime. So it's fall and a fragrance I'm in love with. I'm obsessed with. I can't stop wearing it. I'm addicted to it. It's everything and more. And I've clearly made a huge dent in the bottle. I'm talking about Vanille Havane by Les Indomidables. This is a masterpiece. Now listen, in a world where we have so many tobacco vanilla variants, this is in a world of its own. It's in a class of its own. It's a standout. It's incomparable. This is so sexy, okay? Like this mixes spices with rum and dried fruits in addition to tobacco and vanilla, of course. to give you that sexiness. You will smell expensive, like it smells like you have expensive taste. There's a very luxurious feeling about this fragrance. It is mouth watering, it is dense, it is thick, it is rich. It combines aspects of tobacco and vanilla with the other notes that I had mentioned to create such a perfection in a bottle. Like this is, and it's so unisex. Like men can wear it, women can wear this. I've described this as a fragrance that I will see James Bond wearing or Salt wearing. I mean, those are very strong, powerful, yet sexy characters. And that's how you be. That's how you feel. That's what this sort of embodies once you wear it. It's everything and more. This is one that I would recommend 100% blind buy because I blind bought it and it's just exceeded my expectations. So if you love tobacco and vanilla, your fragrances, you will definitely love this one. It's a huge performer. It will stay on your clothes for days, okay? It leaves a beautiful scent trail. And as it dries after the maybe 2 day mark and you just sniff your clothes, there's something very sensual about it. By now, the tobacco has gone away, the vanilla is settling in. It just becomes something you want to wrap yourself around. This is beautiful, deserves so much hype. It is clearly a love of mine. One of my most dented is Vanilla Havana. So I have a thing for wanting to smell like dessert when it gets really, really, really cold. And I mean, when it starts snowing in some areas, or when it gets to like the 40s and 50s here in LA, I'm talking about the dead of winter. I love to smell like dessert. I don't know why. And the one fragrance that I have to always have on me when it gets to winter is the Lysia the Marshmallow by Kai's Perfumes. This is gourmand heaven. You will be a walk-in dessert shop. You would smell so good that people will want to know what you're wearing. This is literally marshmallows, sugar, and vanilla. That's it. That's all you have here. It is perfection. It is delicious. It is crazy how good this fragrance is. Now, the lizard marshmallow is made with natural oils. So let me tell you, it gets really oily, of course, at the base. I love to spray this on my thick sweater. Again, the idea of smelling like dessert in winter is an obsession of mine, okay? So I'll spray this on the sweater and allow the oil to permeate through. I like the sweater to soak up the oil and it starts working its magic. It stays on my clothes for a few days once I do it that way. I intentionally douse my sweater with this fragrance. It is addictive. Oh my goodness, this fragrance is so good. It's making my mouth just water. I'm like, oh, I want to spray this on. I need a bigger bottle of this, but unfortunately, this is the biggest size. Kai's Perfumes is an indie brand. They have so many amazing gourmand fragrances. I think they're one of the brands that make some of the best gourmand fragrance. Like you literal smells like it literally smells like actual desserts. A lot of their fragrance is really good. The lizard and marshmallow, if you can get your hands on it, get it. It is delicious. That's the only word to describe this perfection of fragrance. Clearly, why I have this much dent because I wore this a lot at the beginning of the year. You know, when winter was closing out as we slowly head into spring. This was my go-to fragrance, and I can't wait to start wearing it again as fall sets in and we start getting into winter pretty soon. It's exciting. It's a beautiful fragrance. One of my most dented, of course, the Lycia de Marshmallow by Kai's Perfumes. And finally, my year-round fragrance with the most dent. This is Amber Oud Gold Edition by Ahara Main. Look at my dent. This is a 120 ml bottle, and look at where I am. I already have my backup bottle because there's no way I'm staying without this fragrance. It is a beast, okay? But what I love about this though is the way it appears. It comes out sort of light and watery, but make no mistakes, this is a potent fragrance. This will fill up the room, a few sprays, and everywhere smells like you. It has a huge scent trail. It's a compliment magnet. Depending on how you spray it, this will stay on your clothes for a good week. I kid you not, but it smells beautiful. This has a feeling of candy. Some people say gummy bears, which I can see. So candies and fruits. That's basically what this fragrance smells like. This is one of those fragrances that smells like you are of wealth. You will smell so expensive. You will smell put together. This is a fantastic fragrance. Oh my God. Compliment magnets that I mentioned. I've been followed. I've been asked what the name of this fragrance is. I've taken pictures and sent to people just to know what this is. This would also make a fantastic gift because it looks so great. Like there is nothing cheap or affordable about the way it looks. So if you're thinking of a gift idea, this is one I'll definitely recommend. It is perfectly unisex. I haven't come across a person in my life that doesn't like this fragrance because it smells so great. It projects really well. It is potent. It is beautiful. It is stunning. It works across different weathers and temperatures. You know, in the humidity, it works. In the cold days, it works. Or nights, it works. When it's, warm, it works. Everything about this fragrance is perfection. And for the price, I just cannot understand how Al Haramain crafted this gorgeousness of a fragrance. It is a delight, as you can clearly tell. So yeah, one of my most ended fragrances, my year rounder actually. This is Amber Oud Gold edition by Al Haramain. And there you have it, my loves. These are some of my most worn fragrances so far. This was a fun video for me to make. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Are there any that I mentioned that you're familiar with? Please let me know. What is your scent of the day? I'm happy to share that mine is Nefs by Nishani. So what's yours? Thank you so much, Bella and Oma, for the tag. Now I'm going to tag some ladies in this video so that they can partake in this challenge as well. Thank you so much for your love and support, your encouragement. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and until next time, stay beautiful. You are beautiful, and do not forget you are God's gift to this earth. See you soon.